I would love to know the group that was really ambitious and got these seats reserved. Fordham, nice work, Fordham. Are you here? Do they want to come in? Are they in the back? They want to come up? No, they're getting dinner or something. Yeah, smart. Oh, I see. They're on their way. This was the pre-group that came. That's excellent. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. Welcome. We're glad you're here. On behalf of the Ignatian Solidarity Network, our staff, who you'll get to meet, many of you have interacted with our program director, Kim Miller, or maybe our administrative assistant, Julie Hannenberg, or our education advocacy associate, Jacqueline Wyman. I said their names right here at the beginning because I really wanted to recognize all of their hard work that they've done to make this weekend possible. So for Kim and Jackie and Julie, let's give them a round of applause. We're excited to have this crowd, this really big crowd. Someone noted to me that this ballroom is pretty big, and it is. In fact, there are over 1,500 people in this room tonight. And I'd really like to begin by offering a special welcome to a number of groups who are here. First, I'd like to recognize all of you who are first-time attendees to the Ignatian Family Teachers for Justice. Raise your hand if you're a first-time attendee. Whoa. Wow. Woo. Welcome. We're glad you're here. That's really exciting to have so many new members of the Ignatian family here. Secondly, we have a number of international delegations here. I'd like to welcome our delegations from Canada. Could you stand up? Canadians, could you stand up? Where are you? There we are. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for being here. We also have a delegation from Mexico, from Colegio Ibero Tijuana. Could you all stand up? Where are you? There they are. In addition, we're honored to welcome two students from the Jesuit University of Central America in El Salvador with us this weekend. I'd like to introduce them individually. There's only two, so that's pretty easy. They're members of the UCA's Student Ignatian Leaders Programs, Andrea and Ignacio, right over here. Let's give them a big round of applause. Stand up, stand up. Welcome to both of you. It's such an honor to have you with us to celebrate this special anniversary. It's truly an anniversary, I think, of an international Ignatian family. It's an anniversary of solidarity. So thank you so much for being here, for making all the effort to be here. And throughout the weekend, we'll be, keeping those who are gathered in prayer at the UCA this weekend, with us as well. So you'll be hearing about them over the course of the night. I'm also excited to welcome the many delegations here from schools sponsored by other Catholic men's and women's religious congregations who've come with an open heart to explore faith and justice with us in this Ignatian tradition. So thank you to all those universities, high schools, and parishes from many other religious congregations who are here too. Thank you for being here. And I want to say welcome to the many folks who are joining us via live stream across the world, I think, not just here in the United States. So we're welcome to them. Hi, Mom and Dad. We're glad you're with us as well. We wish you could be here, but we're glad you're with us. I think it's also important to recognize those who made it possible for us to be here, those who supported our trips, our travel, who organized the trips, who packed the van, drove the van, packed the bus, made sure we didn't leave our water bottle in airport security. So thank you to all those institutions who worked so hard to develop the resources and the energy to be present here tonight. And I want to thank, we have many institutional leaders here tonight, presidents, deans, others who play prominent roles in their institutions. Thank you for taking the time away from your busy schedules to be here as well. Now, in your program book, in terms of thanking people, in your program book, you'll see a beautiful list of sponsors. These are institutions that value the faith and justice mission of the Ignatian Solidarity Network and have committed to partnering with us to put on the teach-in. I really want to give special thanks to our Xavier level sponsors. The Boston College School of Theology and Ministry, Catholic, yeah, there they are, all right. Catholic Relief Services, the Jesuit School of Theology and Ministry, the Institute of Pastoral Studies at Loyola University Chicago, Loyola University Maryland, University of San Francisco, and Xavier University. Nice job, Xavier. That was great. They're from Ohio, just like me. OHIO. Here we go. You know, it's hard to believe that tomorrow we will come upon this 25th anniversary of the murders of Ignacio Echeverria, Ignacio Martín Baró, Segundo Montes, Juan Ramón Moreno, Joaquín López y López, Armando López, and Elba and Selena Ramos. For over 30 years, the Jesuits had been working to develop the University of Central America as an institution that would respond to the reality of El Salvador. They did this with a vision of hope and a desire to build a society where people could be more fully human, where people could live without oppression, and where people did not live in fear. They were moved to do this work not just because they saw poverty and injustice around them, but because of their faith in Christ that drove their prophetic vision. As academics, pastors, and university administrators, the Jesuits formed a responsive institution that was exposing injustice, promoting the search for truth, and calling for peace during a tumultuous time in El Salvador's history. They didn't do this alone either. Many lay people partnered in a variety of ways, risking their own lives, as illustrated by the murders of Elba and her daughter Selena on that fateful night. Our presence here today is an invitation to continue to work in the spirit of the martyrs. We do this through our desire to reflect on the reality of the world today. Not just the reality of El Salvador or even just the United States, but the entire world. By being here today, each of you are part of the Ignatian Solidarity Network, the Ignatian family, the legacy of the martyrs, and most importantly, the continuation of a prophetic gospel vision where Christ invites us to be brothers and sisters, to be people of solidarity. And with this invitation can come many great opportunities. The chance to make new friends, colleagues, and companions, or maybe reconnect with old ones. Look around the room. You are with over 1,500 other people, open to seeing the world through the lens of solidarity. You've got 1,500 new friends. Who knows? You might find in this who you might find in this room. A collaborator, a co-author, a social justice buddy, maybe even a soulmate. Never know. Never know. Not this weekend, though. But this invitation also comes with great responsibility. This past summer, ISN led a delegation of 45 people from Jesuit institutions across the U.S. to El Salvador so that we could learn more about the martyrs. We met many people, but there were two interactions that I wanted to briefly share with you, two stories. The first was Father John Sobrino. Father Sobrino is the well-known liberation theologian. He was living at the UCA at the time when the Jesuits were killed, but he was in Thailand that night when they were killed, and so he wasn't. He didn't die. He had many insightful things to share with our group, more than I can share in just this short time here. But what really stuck with me were three questions he posed. And I've shared these a lot over the past few months, so if you've heard them, I apologize. He said, "What have you done for those who are suffering? What are you doing for those who are suffering? What will you do for those who are suffering? In my mind, these are the great questions of solidarity that we must ask ourselves. If we truly want to uproot injustice, as our theme this weekend calls us to do, if we want to truly be a network of solidarity, we must constantly be posing these three questions to our schools, our parishes, other institutions, and even to ourselves. Not just today, not just tomorrow, but for the rest of our lives. Later during the trip, we had a chance to hear from a panel of UCA students, maybe friends of Andre and Ignacio. One of the students, a young woman named Claudia, described her experience at the UCA as one where you are always uncomfortable. And she wasn't talking about the warm weather, okay? She said uncomfortable because you're always seeking to find the truth and to be a voice for the marginalized in the midst of power and the powerless. She went on to describe how she sees her future as an alumnus of the university. She said, when you become an alumni of this university, you've been invited to be a change maker, willing to give of your own life for others. We are kind of like long-term bets, she said. Long-term bets for El Salvador and for the world. So as I look out at this crowd tonight, and I think that's a good way to think about the potential of all of us here, especially the young people, the students who are here. We're all long-term bets that have been formed by and cultivated by communities back home, given energy from our experiences, our understanding of the world, maybe from an immersion experience or service or learning something in a class. And we've all been given a passion to explore this world by God. And we're called to work together in solidarity with our brothers and sisters across the world. During our last homestays in a rural community in El Salvador this past July, the women in the community gathered to pray with us, and they closed with a song. I'll give you the English version. They sang this. I want to sing this song. I don't want to sing it by myself. I want a choir with all the birds to sing this song. To whoever needs this song. But I don't want to sing it myself. I want 1 million friends to sing it with me. This is our invitation, that together we can sing the song left to us by the martyrs, a song of peace, a song of justice, a song that goes from this hall here to the halls of Congress on Monday, to the halls of our schools and our churches and our homes, a song that never ends. I hope you will sing with me this weekend. Welcome and thank you for being here.